Hi, I'm Adele Seelman. I come from Berlin. I worked there for various festivals. I'm a producer from Germany, and yes, and it's my first time in Mumbai. I'm very honored to be at the Mumbai International Film Festival, and yeah, and I'm very interested and very excited to be seeing all these amazing films from India. Well, this was a very difficult film to produce because it was a very low budget. It was by a student director, or a debut director who came from university, and he has scripted the film, but there wasn't a proper script. So we found this young actor who then ended up becoming a star afterwards with this film. And they just shot in this it was like a little communist cell, shooting like 5 people, and they made up the script as they went along. Our reason for doing this was to portray the problems people have with mental health issues, and to make it obvious for the audience how difficult it is to live with schizophrenia in that case. Well, this was a debut film as well by a director who she'd written a script and she hadn't produced anything or directed anything yet. And this was it's a tribute to the power of music. And it was mixing the power of music with this kind of gangster milieu, and it was a short film, and yes, and it was a trial film for the director, and had very little money. So we produced this to make sure that the director could actually direct a long film, and it turns out she didn't. It needs a lot of research. You sort of find out what they have done, and you talk to them, and you talk and have all these meetings, and then yes, and then perhaps if they haven't directed anything big yet, you might find that you have problems when they start actually being on the sets, and things don't work out as they imagined it, or if they don't like what they are doing or don't like. So it can be a real problem. I also have had experience with an illustrator who who did a very good storyboard and we produced a short film, and he was so stressed and he got traumatized by doing this film because if we actually finished the film, and it was very stressful for everybody. And after that, he never made another film. He just illustrated and became a professor in illustration. So yes, you have to do your research, you have to talk, and then you have to use your judgment as well. Well, I think I'm very impressed with this festival, with the setup of this festival, and it's quite opulent. There's so much going on. There's so much social media. There's so much red carpets. They have so many very big bandwidth of films that I've seen. I haven't seen that many, but I have seen quite a lot, and I haven't actually been able to attend any screenings as such. But that's always the problem with festivals: is you can never do enough. You should spread it out, because you're only one person who can only be at one place at the same time. So yes, I'm very impressed with this Mumbai International Film Festival. And I have learned a lot about India here, because I've never been to India, but just by watching some of the films, it has taught me a lot. So yes, keep going with this good festival. I think it's also about meeting people and hearing their stories, and networking to a certain extent is a very important part of a festival. So I think here there's quite a good mix of everything. Well, it depends on your definition of objectivity, but I am very, because in Germany I work for a festival, and we curate a festival and also curate a constant producer conference. So I have my criteria that I try and follow. Obviously, there's still my criteria and not somebody else's, and other people might disagree, but I think the jury work was very good here because everybody was allowed to have their own perspective and their own have their own criteria and their own opinion. And then we started discussing and telling each other what everybody saw and if there were any differences, why somebody thought this film was good and this film was better, or this film and this film. And, so we could reach a consensus in the end. So it was very interesting for me as well, because we have such a profound and discussion. And yesterday we talked for 10 hours about all the films that we saw, and so yes, it was a very good experience. And I think I have a good feeling about what we've decided. Whether it's objective or not, I can't tell you, because everything is always subjective. I mean, this is a big discussion, a big philosophical discussion about film and documentaries and the truth, and who sees the truth and who sees what truth. So I think we leave that for the moment. Alles auf die 17 was also a debut film of a student in Cologne, and we developed the script together, and we took a hell of a lot of time, or it took a long time to finance this project, and in the end it was a slightly underfinanced, which probably shows in the film, but it was also a cooperation or opportunity for this debut filmmaker to link up with the German broadcaster ZDF Kleines Fernsehspiel. They encourage films with young talent, so you can make 3 films with the Kleines Fernsehspiel, and it doesn't matter what genre. So we went along with the genre that he, because he wrote the script as well, with the genre that he wanted to make, and it was quite a guerrilla production too, because everybody was earning the same amount of money. So there was no difference between the money for the DOP or the director or the actors. Everybody, and it was not a lot of money, and we really had to make a lot of effort to finish this film. But yes, we finished it. It cost very little money, and the ZDF was quite happy. I think the filmmaker himself only made one more film afterwards. I think he found the genre difficult for himself. I think he ended up doing docudrama rather than drama. Well, my approach to production now is that I like to keep it small. I don't, because the digitalization has enabled people to produce produce much easier on a smaller scale, and I think that's my tack on production these days, especially when it comes to doing stuff for the internet. And so digitalization has revolutionized the whole process of targeting audiences. I'm also quite fond of print and audio these days. So this is, but it's always, for me, it's always a matter of who I work with. If you can have the best project, and if you're not working with people that you're not aligned with or on the same page with, it doesn't work. So I have to find the right people to work with, and then something can be created. Something good can be created. Normally, that's my experience.